meet you. I really wanted to, have you come on the show and tell your story and stuff like that.
Hey, it's nice to be here, man. I thank you for reaching out to me and giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, so what made you become a martial artist? Like what was the influence behind that?
My dad. My dad is the founder and creator of our style, Red Dragon Karate. My dad was my hero, and I wanted to be around him, so I went to the studio and started learning martial arts.
That and I hate that you guys get excluded out of everything because y'all pretty much as important as the Shakur side of the family as well. I just hate that they don't put y'all like in the movies and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just glad people, like it and I enjoy the history and
Yo, 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 welcome to the 1804 show, chapter 2. I'm your host, Dollar Will, and this is episode 819. Hit like, comment, subscribe to the channel, the 1804 show, chapter 2. Now let's begin. So, I just wanted to first thank everybody who's been supporting me, subscribing to the channel, and watching the content. I really appreciate y'all and love y'all from the bottom of my heart because it's you guys that make me who I be. So I haven't really been live in a long time because I just really been living life, working a lot, but also just working on like few videos um behind the scenes. But I just really want people to be grateful, be humble about their lives and just how things have turned out. Because I'm always the type of friend that people go to for counsel, for comfort, for advice, etc., etc. But it's just a lot of times when you're the friend that's there for everybody, it can become overwhelming. It can become stressful in a way because it's like you're trying to be there for everybody, but you still dealing with your own problems or demons or circumstances. But at the end of the day, you just really try to make sense of things and make the proper decisions. It's really called internalizing things. So you just try to just have a balance. But when it comes to success, when it comes to your dreams, oh, hold on, y'all. Ugh, gotta get that out the way. But yeah, when it comes to like your dreams, what you want to do, your goals, and stuff like that, I don't think people really understand like what comes with that. I don't think people really can fathom of what has to happen in order for you to get to where you need to go. You have to go through something. You have to endure something. You have to be put to the test. Your faith will have to be met with conflict. Conflict is what builds character. And if you haven't really been through anything, then you will not get to where you need to go. You will not meet the proper requirements that will compel you to the next level. Because when it comes to getting to the next level, you have to make sure that you defeat the devils that you currently encountering. And it's just all about perception. It's all about just making sure that you're able to withstand what's ahead. Because even to the people that we look up to, that we truly admire, that we consider role models and stuff like that, they was battle tested. They was put through difficult challenges, and nothing comes easy to anybody. And you have to just keep in mind that you have to make sure that you up for it, that you ready to put in work, and not just the physical part, but the emotional part that comes with it, the spiritual part, and the mental part that comes with it. Because you're going to have to really deal with the dark days that comes with the brighter days. You're going to have to deal with the pain, the endurance, the fight. And I could just say from my experience, because I can't speak on anybody else, hopefully my message or my topic really resonates with the ones who needs to hear this. But when you have to, do it alone for a while, and the people that y'all have planned on beginning a business or beginning a particular journey with that person or individual, you will have to be okay when they back off or when they decide to exit and everything. Will you be able to carry the load? Will you be able to finish what you started type thing? Will you stay consistent with it? Some things are best doing it by yourself because you are the only one who can carry the cross, if that makes sense. Just speaking from a Jesus standpoint and not trying to be disrespectful, but I'm just speaking in a way that you guys will be able to interpret what I mean. But it's just at the end of the day, you your own hero, you your own superhero, you your own savior, and you have to be okay with being by yourself. You have to be okay with being misunderstood, ridiculed, judged, persecuted for standing up for what you believe in and doing what's right and being that risk taker in your family. Even when they talk about you, they clown you, all types of shit. You have to be able to still get up and do it. And just understand that, you want more for yourself, you want more for your life, and can't be able to just be a people pleaser. And your confidence and your belief in yourself is going to cause conflict amongst certain people. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be able to stand the test of time. And I'm just really grateful just having the responsibility of being looked up to, feeling feeling great, being grateful for just the responsibility factor that comes with it. Just having that drive and determination to not give up and not quit and just be, me. But yeah, I just remember 10 years ago just where life was going to take me and the things I was going to learn, embark in my journey, and just really just improving myself and having to leave old friends behind because you gotta have to leave people behind. Even your old you have to leave that person behind because even the old you can't come with the new you or the new life that God has planned and has in store for you. Hey, bro, I see you, man. Thanks for watching, bro. Always a real one, man. Always. Shout out to Scheme, man. That's my dog. But yeah, you just get to a point where you get tired of the same routine. You get tired of the same way of life. You know what I'm saying? And people just think that money is motion, but it's not. It's a vessel, it's a tool. And me and my barber always had this conversation that it's a resource. You should never make money define who you are. Because it's a lot of lame niggas with money. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of con artists with a whole bunch of money, but yet they don't stand for nothing. They don't do anything out the ordinary because it's all about them. It's all about looking the part instead of being the part, and you have to be the part. And it just really be a whole lot of hypocrisy going on. There's a whole lot of people who want to be celebrities and want to be rich, you know what I'm saying, to the point of they will begin to live a lie. Like, what's wrong with being a regular person? What's wrong with just being who you are? What's wrong with being you? I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, one moment, but yeah, it's just when you getting up every day, getting ready for work, going to work, and you coming home. You able to have enough money to pay your bills. You have enough money to put food on the table. You have enough mental capacity to be taking care of home. Like, what's wrong with that? You know what I'm saying? It's just to everybody else, because even we could be on the same block, but our households is run differently. But what's wrong with making sure that you taking care of home? What's wrong with just making sure that you're able to get by? You know what I'm saying? To a positive standpoint, to make sure that everybody good. You know what I'm saying? Cause shit, if I was such a selfish person, then I will be like you niggas. But I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Even though a lot of things ain't good with my peoples right now, I always made sure my peoples were straight. Even when I didn't have money, I always made sure that they had what they needed. I don't have kids, but I took care of my family. You know what I'm saying? If I was selfish, if I was conniving, if I was such a demon, you know what I'm saying? Then y'all would see me with so much, but I don't need everything. Just give me a little something and I'll make it work. You know what I'm saying? Even if I do get that bag, I would not be walking around and no designer. I won't even drive a foreign. I won't even do none of that. If anything, I will be building. I will be creating. You know what I'm saying? Because even with this podcast and stuff like that, like I dreamed of sending kids to college. Dreamed of giving future lawyers, future bankers, future dentists, scientists, just an opportunity to go to college in order for their dream to come true. Give them sponsorship and give them companionship with it. Just making sure that I provide a good service to the community. If anything, I never really just thought about me. And that's why things have worked out for me that the way that it did. That's why I'm still in the longevity process because of the fact that I've never been no selfish person. I'm not grimy. I don't move grimy. I'm not no snake and this and that. I just want to be able to be a help to certain people because everybody walk around like they invincible. Like they ain't never experienced dark days. or bad times. Everybody always been up. Nobody ever been down or in the middle or something like that. And if you don't think that, then you obviously been living under a rock, because we all have to walk this earth. We all have to, relish in setbacks and going through hurdles and loops. It's just a never endless struggle, you know what I'm saying? But you just have people who just rather stay to their habits, they rather stay a victim and stuff like that. And we all been beat down. We all been knocked down. Some of us gotten up, and some of us stayed down. Some of us answered the 10 count. But me, I'm willing to be vulnerable. I'm willing to tell everybody that I didn't have it all together before. I still don't. I don't know everything, but at the end of the day, I still strive to be the best man that I could be, because I didn't have a man in my life that really was a good example until I met my mentor years ago, and really was able to find a man who can direct me, who can guide me, who can just, put me in position to become better. And it's just so much that happens in our community that is a distraction, it's an illusion, and you really don't know who you can really trust out here, because niggas just really be hating, you know what I'm saying? Niggas really be preying on your downfall, but don't have no idea how many times you was told no, how many times you was stabbed in the back, how many times you had opportunities and people moved the goalposts, you know what I'm saying? And you beg for people to treat you with respect, treat you as an equal, and they clowned you, they laughed at you. Because nowadays, money outweighs people's true intentions or their objectives. And it's just not real. You know what I'm saying? Because nowadays, it's what's in your wallet instead of what's not in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get it. Because, hey, I look at things from a different point of view. I always, oh, yeah, yeah, man. It's not what you go through, it's how you make it through. Yeah. And people don't really understand that. People just think that it's who you know and what you got. It's what makes you qualified to speak on certain things, and to, because I never listen to people who hasn't followed their own advice. Because at the end of the day, if your advice that I didn't want, you trying to feed me and stuff like that, I think you trying to block my blessing. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't listen to people like that no more. Because my way, works, especially when it comes to my business. Because it's like, why would I take your advice on my podcast and you never talk to no Hollywood people? You ain't never sat down with no celebrities like that. You think I'm gonna take advice from you? You think I'm gonna listen to you? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even get my views. You don't even get my algorithm. You know what I'm saying? Like, our algorithms are different. Like, why would I take your advice when you ain't never applied pressure? You ain't never really took a leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? People don't even have my particular catalog, but yet have all this insight, has all this advice for me. But I'm out here, you know what I'm saying? I'm out here really putting that work in, because I do this every day. I don't take a break. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe in breaks. Even when I'm off camera, I'm working. That's why things has been happening, because I don't treat this as a hobby. You know what I'm saying? I'm not no alcoholic. I ain't no weed smoker or anything like that. I'm doing all this sober. It's been a long time since I had a drink. It's definitely been a couple years since I smoked some weed, you know what I'm saying, that I got high and this and that. I've been moving just real responsibly, you know what I'm saying? I even signed up a gym membership, so I'm finna be buff real soon. I'm finna get my gym on real soon. But I just really been day to day making sure to change my life and change my routine and stuff like that. Because there's a lot of people that's still stuck in their ways. They're stubborn. And I ain't trying to be stubborn. I'm trying to grow. I'm trying to elevate. I'm trying to evolve. I'm making sure that I put the work in with myself so people can see me as an example. You got to lead by example. You can't just give people certain gems and certain jewels if you're not following it. I'm doing everything that I can possibly can to have a better life, to make sure that I can sleep at night with good graces, which I do. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make the assumption that I sleep and, and have nightmares or anything. No, I used to though. I used to wake up in cold sweats and used to be screaming like this is real. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful that I went 6 months without having a PTSD breakdown or like an episode or something because I stopped claiming it. I said that I don't have that no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to allow certain people or certain individuals to label me as this mental patient, which I'm not. Like it came to me, I didn't ask for it, and I can get rid of it. So, but what I'm trying to say is you got to be grateful, man. You got to be humble. There's so many people that's going through worse. There's so many people who don't have nobody, don't have anything to eat, don't have anything to wear. They just trying to survive. And while you living, while you able to wake up with a roof over your head, or that you're not in prison somewhere, going outside to pick motherfucking fruit and cotton and tobacco or shit, anything. You are able to still make a way for yourself and make an opportunity for yourself. You are still able to choose how to live and to be who you are. Fuck all that woe is me. What can I do now? Okay, I can't change what happened in the past, but I can definitely make some moves now so my future will be a lot better. And shit, like quit crying over spilled milk. Cause you ain't no different. It's not going to be helpful putting yourself as a victim when you can be a survivor. You know what I'm saying? You can have new stories to tell. And I'm grateful, man. I went from a nobody to a somebody. You know what I'm saying? When people was clowning me and people shit left me for dead, I got myself out that damn grave and start talking to Hollywood people and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just really just doing what I do. People ain't think it was possible, but I seen it. I seen all this in day one. Even when people was laughing, I seen it. I was like, okay, y'all entitled to your opinion, but your opinion don't cut me a fucking check. Your opinion is not gonna make me rich. You know what I'm saying? I know what I'm capable of, and I know my limitations, and I can do it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta speak life into yourself. You gotta speak for what you want and who and what you need. You know what I'm saying? But just because it ain't happening for you overnight, which nothing happens overnight, you can do it. You can get it done. You know what I'm saying? I'm not stopping until I get rich, and I'm not stopping until I get wealthy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not satisfied. You know, and it's not about greed. It's about having what you want, having what you work for. Cause I'll be damned. Like when I die, you know what I'm saying? I want to leave a will, not a fucking bill. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna put that on my peoples. You know, I'm not gonna have or go out with a GoFundMe to pay for my funeral. I'm gonna make sure that I have assets. I don't know how that's how you say it. Assets. Okay, assets. I'm gonna have assets. You know that word should keep on fucking with me. But yeah, I'm gonna have that. I'm gonna have stocks. I'm gonna have, things to divide with my family and or family of attorney. I'm gonna make sure that I have everything organized and planned out. Nothing is going to be cluttered. It's going to be well organized, like a OCD person did it. But I'm going to make sure that I have things that's in motion because I really think about the future. I really think about my life and, how William was able to make it this long and just, be going. You gotta give yourself a lot of credit, man. Life ain't easy for nobody, no matter how pretty people trying to paint it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like shit. People should cry on this motherfucking live a lot of times. People should showcase their weak moments a lot of times. It may be uncomfortable to you, but it's real. You know what I'm saying? It's real life. You know what I'm saying? And I don't knock anybody who's going through the notions. You know what I'm saying? But I do knock people who be trying to down others for having a heart or having emotions or having epiphany. You know what I'm saying? So it's just all about just perception. Like I can't be you, and you damn sure can't be me. But at least I know for a fact, like everything gonna be okay because I'm trying. I'm putting in the work. I'm doing the work. So it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Nothing good goes in vain. But it's the ones that do bad. They get that too. But yeah, just realize how blessed you are, man. Just realize that you have a purpose. Everything is in God's hands, and He has a plan for your life, and He has a plan for you. No matter what stage or what circumstances that you're in, like you don't go unnoticed. You damn sure don't go unpunished. You reap what you sow around here. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, y'all. Tune in for tomorrow's episode. I got my homeboy HBK Boom coming to the show. Be looking out for that Calvin 50 Cent Martin video. I'm almost done with it. Just gotta add some more clips and this and that. You know how I do it. But yeah, man, keep supporting, man. If they not supporting, they not important. But yeah, if you want to leave a Cash App $, the 1804 show, and have a good day. Peace.